Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we're going to look at 5 changes when migrating from CATIA v5 to CATIA 3D Experience. But if you're a new 3D Experience CATIA user, this video should help you as well. As you can see from the interface, Dassault have given CATIA a brand new facelift. They've made the interface a bit more streamlined, more modern and clean as well. So the first big change when looking at CATIA 3D Experience is the lack of toolbars. Dassault have made these obsolete now and they have moved to a more modern ribbon interface. The days of dragging the toolbars and the tools off on the side and into free space and then getting lost or having to reset our interface have thankfully gone. Because we're in the part design app, we have access to all our part design tools. We can start going through from left to right throughout the ribbon. While you're getting used to CATIA 3D Experience, I would always recommend going into the tools option and then into the action bar customization options here and displaying icons and text. And as you can see with mine, you can see here that I've got all the icons, but actually underneath it's got a description of what it is. Some of the icons have changed, so from a user operability point of view, this is quite good when moving from V5 to CATIA 3D Experience. The bar itself at the bottom is resizable, so you can have 1 row, you can have 2 rows, 3 rows, depending on your screen size and depending on the retail space. So as CATIA 3D Experience is part of the 3D Experience platform, the search functionality to open items is baked into CATIA itself, so we don't have to go file open or start browsing around on our networks. We can simply go to our search at the top here and make full use of the fully federated search that comes with 3D Experience. So here you can see we've got some searches that I've already made. I can select one of these searches and you can see here that I've got this master front wheel that I can just right click and open. I can fully utilize the 6W tags as well to start filtering my results. So now that we've got 2 files open, another important change to notice is previously in CATIA v5 you used to have to go to the window command to switch between parts, products and drawings. Within the CATIA 3D Experience we have tabs and these tabs can be nested. Like as in this example, I've got my initial product that's open and my front wheel that's open here, and what this does, this allows me then to tile the window horizontally or vertically. That is an option, I will be going through that in a separate video, so please be on the lookout for the video. Okay, so another change that's come in is workbenches. However, in 3D Experience they're no longer called workbenches, they're what's known as apps. And to get to our apps, we can switch to our compass, and by clicking our compass here we'll see a list of apps and roles that are available to us. So within our roles we have different applications that we can launch. So if I go into a mechanical designer role, for instance, you can see here, these are all the applications that I can then access. You'll notice that some of these are Innovia functions, they're not just CATIA functions. So by clicking on any of these, this will launch us back into a web browser that we can then use to start using the functionality within that itself. Alternatively, I can set favorite apps. That's kind of from a UI point of view as an overall. The final thing I want to mention that is really useful, it's probably one of my favorite things about a CATIA 3D Experience, is when we start using any design features. So I'm going to just create a quick sketch here. In CATIA 3D Experience we have this context toolbar. And this context toolbar has a number of different options depending on what we've selected that we can use. So for example, if I want to make this vertical, I can very quickly start making changes to my sketch. As per CATIA standard recommended practices, geometrically constrain things first, then we'll dimension them. So once I've given it some basic geometrical constraints, I can then start giving it some dimensional constraints. So I'm just going to select these 2 lines here, use again my quick action toolbar, and I can very quickly start to add some dimensional constraints. I would highly recommend getting used to using this toolbar. That is very useful for quickly designing and not having to constantly go back into your tools. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found these 5 tips useful for adopting CATIA 3D Experience, whether it's a new user or someone who's migrating from CATIA v5. Any questions, leave them below. Give this a like and a subscribe to me on YouTube if you found this useful. Thanks for watching.